mark. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit, and I am Lord of the Gimmicks for the time being. I'm taking a break from Arena, at least on the video, and I'm doing a lot of arenas in the background. I'm getting some pretty good results. 5-3, 6-3s. I got a 12-2 earlier, which was pretty great. And I'm doing some stupid decks. And it's a good time to do it as well, because the game just came out, officially. So there's been a launch, as in it's out now, even though it was previously, because open beta, I'm a bit confused as to what the process even was with Hearthstone and pretty much any other similar title, but hey, we'll go with what we've got. So I'm going to leverage the fact that I have every card in the game, and we're going to make some stupid stuff, and we're going to ladder with it. So I did show you last time my bounce deck. That's something I want to use again, because it was very entertaining. I don't think there's really too many modifications I would want to make to the bounce deck, looking at it. They all kind of do the same thing. Gets me a little bit of card draw, gets him lots of card draw. The double Brewmasters are kind of required here, so I like that. I could maybe take the sprint out, because I think if it gets to that point, I probably won't need it, but my logic with the sprint is that by that point, I'll have burned through my cards pretty fast, and I need something towards the end game to get me back into it, draw-wise. And I only have one of them, so that's my logic with that. I only have... yeah, I've got 3 Legendaries in this deck. Basically, every Legendary is designed to force my opponent to draw more, and of course, I added the Cold Lights in there as well. I'm not sure if I would make any changes to this. It's not bad as it is. Well, actually, it's terrible, but it's designed to be. I also have my charge deck. I did make some changes to this, because people accurately pointed out, what's the point in having Warsong Commander and charge cards when everything else already has charge? And you would, of course, be entirely correct. So I took those out, and I replaced them with a bit of meat. I put Gurubashi Berserkers in there, and combined them with Inner Rages. So that seems like a reasonable combo. They're very, very powerful. Gives you a good amount of firepower early on. Aside from that, everything's got charge. So it's a bit of a rush down. I think the cool thing about the Gurubashi Berserker is if you rush down, particularly with charge cards and with weapons, then you put your Gurubashis out, they can snowball really, really fast and then kill your opponent. So I think that can work. And then I've got one called Maximum Firepower. And this is designed to be a maximum spell power deck. So I have as many spell power cards, I believe, as that are actually available within this game. The plus spell damage. I don't think there's any others. Like, it would be really weird if I was missing any others. No, I'm pretty sure I've got everything in there. If you go to your neutrals, you'll see these are all the ones with spell damage. I've added them all in. Ancient Mage in there as well, of course. And I've taken mostly low-cost spells, although I've taken some heavy stuff at the end. So I've got things like double Arcane Missiles, double Arcane Explosion. Arcane Explosion you wouldn't usually take, but if you play it with a heavy spell power deck, then it becomes pretty good. Frostbolt as well, same kind of deal. And then stuff like Cone of Cold as well, because that's generally a control card, but if you add a few spell power minions in, suddenly it becomes very powerful. I even threw in Wild Pyromancer, because while it's not a plus spell power minion, it's plus spell damage in the sense that it explodes every time you cast a spell, so there's that. And then I've got Flame Strikes and things like that. Archmage Antonidas is in there as well, and Malagos for the +5, and 1 Pyroblast for finisher there. I can't put 2 in there. I'd have to take out one of my Legendaries or cut one of these. I'm not sure if it's worth maybe cutting out something like the Arcane Explosion and maybe either throwing in 2 Auctioneers for card draw, or maybe even throwing in 2 Mana Worms for a little bit of early game power. They're not direct plus spell power minions, but they do help, so I'll try that. I'm not convinced about that deck, but we'll see how it goes. Then, of course, we have the deck of Legends, which is what we're going to start off with today. So, let us bring terror to the ladder, shall we? Well, mostly comedy, I think, but maybe a little terror. Alright, let's do a couple of Legendary games, shall we? There's a few nice effects that have been added in with the launch, actually, which I'd like to show you if possible. I think Ragnaros is probably the most obvious. I don't know if anything else has been changed in that respect, but they've done things like put an additional spell effect in if you use, say, a totem or anything like that. So they've been stacking those effects up over time, and I think they will continue to do that. Alright, looks like this guy's looking for a promotion. He might get it, especially off my deck. Okay, so not a great start. Let's toss these 2. We keep the Murkai, at least that's something I can drop on turn 4. That's terrible. Alright, well, as people have seen, if I recall correctly, someone actually did a stats page stating that my win rate when going second with this deck was much, much higher. And yeah, I mean, it would be. Because I can't play anything for like 4 turns here, which is pretty terrible. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. He might not be able to play anything either, but he's got the coin, so it's much, much more likely that it will. That's what really disturbs me about it. But we will see where it goes. Oh, he's not playing anything. That's actually disturbing me greatly, because that's saying, well, I don't have a 2-drop in my hand, which means it's going to coin into a 3 or something, which is going to murder me, and then I'm going to be stuck for 2 turns not being able to do anything. Murloc Tidehunter, okay. I don't like that play. I think that's not a very poor choice. It's not a very poor... fuck. Words! Words, words, words! What is wrong with me this morning? I don't know. I think that's a poor choice. And that's simply because you just gave me a 2-1, and I traded my 1-1 for it. Like, I'm totally happy to have that. But I guess he didn't have another option. We'll see if we get Coin Yeti out of him now. That would be pretty powerful. I can't really handle that yet. Even if I put Merc out. If he doesn't Coin Yeti... Oh, Kirintor. Okay. Ah, okay. So he makes an error there, too. So, he went for my face, which he shouldn't have done. He should have taken his 1-1, run it into my 1-1. Now I can kill the Kirintor Mage off. I have to kind of trade my token for it, which... Oh! I don't even have to trade my token, I just realized, because there's a Murloc on the field. That so rarely happens, so I actually get a straight 1-for-1, which is just wonderful. Cool. So far, we've got to turn 4 without taking any real damage, and he has no board control, so this is about the most ideal situation you can be in. And it's mostly from misplays due to him. So now I have a turn 5 play in the form of Captain Greenskin, I have a turn 6 in the form of the Beast, and then I can play whatever I want. So, and Greenskin's actually, I wouldn't say it's an amazing choice here. Ooh, nice use of the coin, like that. And Mirror Image as well, okay, that's actually fantastic from him. Not only does that get him 2 free minions, but it also, he put a Wisp in his deck. There's a Wisp in that deck. That's not usual. Alright, well, let's not give him bananas. That sounds like a really bad idea, considering he has a lot of token creatures. So, we're gonna have to greenskin and hope for the best kind of trades we can get out of it. It's really as simple as that. Right now, we're treading water. This board is not something I can currently handle. I will be able to. If I pull Geddon, obviously that's gonna be amazing. But, I need to survive. Oh, man, he's just gonna Wolf Rider that thing and then Fire Blast it. That's perfect for him. At least I hope he does that. If he hits my face, then I've got to question what exactly he's been doing with his life. What? No. This, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, to some degree, it makes sense. To some degree. Because he has those 2-2 taunts up, right? So he is doing damage to me, but he's not doing a lot of it. So, he might still be able to kill me. It's entirely possible. As much as I'm saying that, I'm going to have to play the Beast now. I think. And that's... Well... He has a full board, but he won't when he kills the Beast, so I guess it's not a big deal. So he's going to do what? Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage to me. I'll take me down to 10. I have Alexstrasza waiting for me in the next few turns, and I at least have plays now. But if he keeps going for my face, that's going to be pretty bad for him, I think. Oh, Lord of the Arena coming out. Is he still going for the face, or is he actually going to trade out some of those creatures? He's got to. Like, get rid of the Wisp, at least, you know? So that you can play something. But, I don't know. No, he's still going for the face. Alright. If he had more damage on the field, maybe he's sitting on Pyros, but looking at his deck, everything is common, so it looks like he's probably not sitting... Oh, he's got a Violet Teacher in there, but he's most likely not sitting on Pyroblasts. Okay, I think we're going to have to Pagel Mukla, and we can kill off his highest quality creature. Yeah, the best thing to do would be trade my 5-4 out. There we go. And then run my 9-7 into his 0-2. He's still got damage. He still has... No, I'm actually dead. I'm actually dead! That's hilarious. Yeah. I know, as much as I was ragging on him, I am actually dead, because I don't have any taunts. Like, he's just been beaten on me. He's got, what? 6, 7, 8, 9... Yeah, GG. Well done. Again, I don't agree with what he was doing at all, because there's no way in a million years he could know that I was playing this deck, but... It didn't matter. It did not matter. Because I couldn't stop it. I didn't have enough creatures out early. And once he started playing those taunts like Mirror Image, I was kind of boned. Because I had no board clear. There you go. It can happen. Legendary deck can be beaten by a bunch of commons and a Wisp. As embarrassing as that is, what was I going to do from that position? What was I going to do? Not much. I didn't have many choices. Okay, cool. Coin Pagel, good opener. Not as good as it used to be. They actually nerfed this. You don't get a card at the end of the turn now, you get it at the start, which is a nerf, a direct nerf. Alarma bot play on turn 2 is also a possibility, but it's not really worth the risk against a rogue. Argent Squire. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely Pagel out of this. Don't you tempt me, Millhouse, you whore. Harlot. This is kind of tempting, though. What would a rogue do? What would a rogue do? Donna, Millhouse. I kind of do want a Millhouse. But if I Millhouse... No, I do want a Millhouse. I absolutely want a Millhouse. If he burns 2 spells getting rid of that, which he actually wouldn't have to do, he could go Eviscerate, Knives, 1/1, and then kill it. Still not ideal. But if he doesn't have that, then I'm in the lead. That's... If I get Millhouse and coin, I'm kind of obligated to play it. I don't care if it's good. It doesn't matter if it's good. Ah, backstab. That works too. Alright, so he's got that. Yep, that happens. So, we Pagel now. And he's burned a backstab, getting rid of that, so... Yep, there's the Pagel. If you think about it, it wouldn't have made a difference. If I'd actually Pageled, it would have been... Oh, never mind, he has another backstab. I was gonna say, he used his backstab killing that. Now it doesn't matter, because he has another one. So... Well, that's both of his backstabs gone instantly. Which, unfortunately, is the exact time you want to use them against a deck like this. Well, this is awful. Okay, so I now have a fairly terrible choice to make. Alarmabot dies instantly. I could play it just to... And this is so risky. 50-50, this ends up being terrible. He doesn't have a lot of damage potential on the board. I shouldn't play it. It's simple as that, you know? He has a 2-1 and a 1-1. Why would I risk giving him a 5-5? I wouldn't. It would be nice to get rid of that card draw, but until he gets a lot of really nasty stuff on the board, I don't see a single reason. Okay, now he's got a lot of nasty stuff on the board. But again, it's all weenies, which is really unfortunate for me. So I don't really have a good play. I'm currently on 28 health. He's going to take me down to 19 next turn, but he has burned his entire board to do it. If I give him a 5-5, I'm going to be absolutely screwed. I don't have an answer to that. I think we play the Alarma bot, and the only reason we do that is to absorb a little bit of damage. He's only going to have 2 cards, though. Do we want to take the hits? I don't have a turn 5 play. I've got to delay him. I can't take 9 damage 2 turns in a row. That's not okay. So I'm going to have to use the Alarma bot as a pseudo-taunt here. Which at least will take 3 damage away from me. Yeah, there you go. So we knew that was going to happen. Not a good trade, but this deck doesn't work that way. I need a turn 5 play. Oh, god damn it. Okay, that's bad. I might have to risk a Tinkmaster. Okay, so the best course scenario, well, the best scenario here for Tinkmaster, you can't target anything with it anymore. This got heavily nerfed, so this could randomly change anything into a 1-1 or a 5-5. So I'm playing this first in the hope that I get the 5-5. I'll take it. Best I'm going to get out of that. Well, actually, it would have been better if I got a Loot Hoarder out of it, but that was actually the worst I could have got with the Squirrel anyway. Well, it puts something on the board at least, so I'll take that. And then at least on turn 6 I have options. So we've got Ken, Gelbin. Gelbin's probably the best play. It's the meatiest creature I can get. And if he keeps playing small creatures, then I want something like the Poultryizer. Although if I get a homing chicken, it's useless. Sylvanas? Sylvanas isn't bad either. All of these are pretty good. I now have infinite turn 6 options. The problem is he's going to hit me for another 8 and take me down to 10. So I think we're going to play Sylvanas, though. No doubt about that. That seems like the best. Gelbin is just too unreliable in this situation, and even if he does get the Poultryizer, that only works at the start of your turn, not at the end of it, so... There's also the horrible risk that he might pull the power-up thing, and then that works at the end of the turn, and that powers up the opponent, and then you're in real trouble. Yeah, so he's going to go right for my face, which I don't blame him for. Like, he's already burning me down really hard, and I'm probably going to lose this as a result. Oh, jeez! Why? Is he going to run that into my 5-5? Oh, good lord, this is brutal. That is going right for my face. That's it, GG, I'm dead. I mean, there's... No. No. No, not dead. Actually, not actually dead. I'm still alive. Okay, let's think this one out. So, I have Baron Geddon, and I can wipe the board. I will also go down to 2 HP. I want to do it in such a way that I can steal a minion, but I don't think I can do that. I could do that if I ignore a creature. Which creature would I want to ignore? I'm going to give him 2 cards as well, which I hate. Which one do I want? I'd want to steal the Azure Drake. Instead of the Van Cleef. Okay, so we do that. We do that. And no, I'm still not gonna get anything out of this anyway, it doesn't matter. Because I'm just gonna get a board wipe. If I play the Geddon, I could attempt the steal now. Yeah, so if I run... No, that's not gonna work either. Yeah, whatever way I play this, it's gonna have to just be a straight board wipe. I was thinking, is there a way for me to play this that lets me get a creature from the death rattle? And the answer is no, there isn't. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. That's the unfortunate point. Okay, so I'm on 2 HP. Which is probably just giving him the means to kill me. Blood Mage Thalnos. Eviscerate. Ouch. Why did it... Yep. You could have killed me with that! What are you doing? Well, he's got me anyway. There's no doubt about that. I was 1 turn away from playing Alex Straza. Again, Harrison Jones is not going to make a difference. I am... dead, I believe. Yep, pretty much. Not really sure why he didn't just kill me with the Eviscerate. Gelbin... doesn't help. There's nothing Gelbin can do that would save me from the knife. This is the launch version, by the way. The thing's still broken, unbelievably. Huh. Alright, well. Not a good day for this deck. Not sure why it put me against a rank 20. That was a little bit of a weird one, but... oh well. Let's try something else. Let's go do a little bit of bounce, shall we? Legendaries was just not happening today. Losing that mage earlier. It's a bit of a weird one. Not really sure why. Well, I mean, I know why. It's just... I don't think that game could have really played out in any other way. Maybe if I played Muckler earlier, then that might have changed the pace of it, but... it didn't seem like it was going to work one way or the other. Okay, so we tossed the Assassin's Blade and the Kidnapper. There we go. We're up against a Warlock, which is also kind of ideal for this deck. They have a tendency of drawing lots. Coin Shiv available, Backstab available. Not bad, all things considered. Going second as well, always nice for a rogue. Yeah, could have won that mage game. As much as I was saying, why is he hitting me? Why is he hitting me? Well, it did the job. In normal circumstances, you wouldn't want to do that, but against that deck, actually, you kind of do. Makes me wonder if he's actually seen my videos and knew what was happening there, but... GG to him regardless. That would not work against any other deck, though. You would really have to be trading. Alright. Let's see what we get out of this fella. Well, there aren't that many possibilities on turn 1, fella. There we go. Voidwalker. Okay. Well, I don't want to do too much with that. I mean, I can backstab it, but it's a pretty bad trade. I could go Coin Brewmaster. That gives me the upper hand against that. Yeah. It's not the best use of the Brewmaster, but considering what he's got on the board, it's a good play, I think. It'll let me eliminate his 1-3 and still keep that alive. It also opens the possibility that he uses Immortal Coil and then trades, meaning that he gets 1 extra card, so when I start filling his hand, things get really interesting. I do need to start also pulling out card draw. I might have to Shiv next turn just to try and get my Muckler out. Okay, life tap, so yeah, he doesn't have any options. Alright, cool. So I'm going to get a good trade out of this. He'll do 1 damage, but that doesn't do anything, so just run the 3-2 into that. Magician's Blade. Not going to do the trick. Unless I want to sap it. Which is, I don't really want to sap it. Not in this scenario, anyway. Yeah, let's take the trade. And I think we just shiv for card draw here. I'd hope to get Muckler. Defias. That's cool, because I have a Backstab. So, Backstab Defias or Backstab Perdition's Blade are both available here. Yeah, there's the Mortal Coil. Unless he drew that and didn't have the mana for it. And is drawing again. Okay. Alright, so let's keep this Vanish in our hand. This deck doesn't really do anything early on. You probably noticed that. I don't think we do anything here, honestly. Yeah, we don't even have a Backstab target, so we just get our knives out. Strangely enough, we are actually slightly ahead, I think. Pretty much even on card draw and slightly ahead in terms of health, so... Hey, whatever. Okay, so we have a Sap Defias combo available next turn. It depends what he plays. Murloc Tidehunter. You know, this is quite nice for the whole bounce idea. If you play anything that's a token creature, that's really good. But I can't send them both back. Acidic Swampoos. Alright, doesn't really make a difference. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, Lorewalk Cho. Now, we could start giving him cards now. Do we want to do that? Not really. But, yeah, I think we do want to be... We want to be in a Cho kind of situation, but we want to do it in a situation where we know we can give him a bunch of stuff. We could Cho Backstab, which gets rid of the 3-2, and leaves us with Defias as a play. But then all he does is he backstabs... Does he have the DPS? He doesn't have the DPS to kill Cho if I get rid of that. So if he backstabbed again, he would give it back to me. There's no point in trying to fill his hand yet, though. Let's not do that. That's kind of silly. So we'll do that. And we go, I think, Defias Cho. Seems like the way to go. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, it seems to work. So he'd have to work pretty hard to kill Cho. So that would be alright. And then if I want to, I can throw saps into his hand. I'm looking for bananas, though. I need those bananas. I need that Muckler, and I haven't got it yet. He has 7 cards in his hand. Let's see if he can play a few. I have Vanish available, so... If... Ooh, Blue Gold coming out as well. Is he going to dedicate everything here? Oh, this is actually lovely. So as long as he doesn't sacrifice his Murlocs, my Vanish in 2 turns is going to be kind of great. Oh, he gives me a Corruption. That's very kind of him. Okay. He's going for my face. Interesting. Okay, so this is starting to sort of work out the way that I want it to. And we can actually save Cho with a Shadow Step as well. Which is even better. So we're a turn away from being able to pull the sickest Vanish. So I think I need to even bait him into going for my face again. So first things first, we Shadow Step Cho. Okay. So we take Cho. Which gives him a Shadow Step, interestingly enough. Which gives him an extra card. So, what do we do after that? We need to get rid of the 3-1, I think. That's got to die. So I think we play Cho again. And we Perdition's Blade. Which kills the 3-1. Alternatively, I can kill the Oracle, because that's the one doing the most damage. Yeah, let's kill the Oracle. Yeah, so that resets the stats quite nicely. And then I think we sap this Murloc Tidehunter. And the reason we do that is so he plays it again for additional token cards, and then my Vanish next turn is going to be even more impressive. That also gives him a sap, which gives him more cards. Alright, so then we go for his face. And we ignore him completely. Alright, so he's on 8 cards. And he is going to be able to play token minions again. Depends if he decides to trade the... He'll probably trade the Murlocs out, though. That's what I'm kind of worried about here. I should have held on to my coin. I could have gone for that turn 5 Vanish play. That would have been great. But let's see what he comes up with. Yeah, he's going for Cho. That's good, because that means that his Murlocs aren't going to die. He's going to Shadow Step that out, give me a new Shadow Step. He's going to play it again, charge it into the 0-2. Let's see what... This is an interesting one, isn't it? Okay, so he plays the Shadow Step, gives the Shadow Step back to me, charges that into Cho, which then kills Cho. He's then probably going to play his Murloc Tidehunter again. Yeah, play more stuff. particularly tokens. Ooh, summoning portal. Now you got to play your Murloc Tidehunter, surely. Okay, play something else. Play something else. Go on. Succubus. Oh no, that discards a card. No, I don't want you to do that. Oh man, that's terrible. Well, so much for my Vanish. I don't think I can burn him hard enough here. Yeah, so what's that going to do? That's going to put him back up to 8 cards in his hand. 9 cards. It's not going to do what I hoped it was going to do. Damn. Okay, so I could Shadow Step my Defias and bring it back into the fight. And then Vanish it. Which will give me a Scrub card. Which I can then play, and then I can do that again. Which one do I... Yeah, so I'd want to Shadow Step it first. I want to attack first, actually. Do I want to kill anything? No, not really. I want to force... I don't even want to force another discard, but... Okay, so Shadow Step that. There we go. So that's now 2 less. So what we do is we then play Defias, which gives us a Scrub. And then we Vanish, which then gives us the Scrub in our hand, so we can then play it. And then we pull everything back. And then we can play Defias again. And I think then we just knife him. That's an odd turn. This is turning into a very weird game. Okay, so he now has 9 cards in his hand. And I'm not sure how many of them he can play again, but, I mean, that would end up with more tokens. So I'm hoping to pull another Vanish, and then I can do the same thing again. So Summoning Portal. So he then plays, what, his Tidehunter again? Oh, he's playing a Direwolf, okay. Tidehunter? No, he plays another Succubus, which actually kills his Drain Life off. Look at this mess. This is not a launch game. It looks even worse than it did previously. And now he's going to play his Tidehunter. Oh, come on, I need another Vanish. Need another Vanish. Give me another Vanish. No! No! It's not what I'm looking for. I mean, I could sap his Succubus, but I actually don't want to do that. I don't want to sap the Succubus. I don't want him to lose cards, I want him to gain them. Oh, no! Alright. Okay. But it is the biggest damage potential. I think I have to get rid of it. I hate doing that. So I think even if we Muckler, next turn he's just going to be able to play his bananas immediately. So I think we're now in a situation where there's no possibility that we can actually kill his hand the way that we wanted to. So I don't think that's going to work out. We could put Corruption on his Summoning Portal. That lets him use it for another turn. We can sap his Summoning Portal, but that doesn't really mean much. Well, it actually does mean much. He'd have to play it again. We can sap that. Yeah, we're just going to have to play it that way. So we sap that, which forces him to discard yet another card. We probably just throw Corruption onto his Summoning Portal. And we then Defias. And an extra Bandit. And then see if we can force him into a trade. Do we want to backstab his 2-2? Yeah, of course we do. There we go. Make sure that he can't do anything with that. Okay, so now has 5 cards in his hand. And if he plays Succubus again, he's going to end up nuking yet more cards. And I'm now down to 1 card. So, no, the bounce burn did not work. I hoped it would. I almost set up a situation where it did. But right now, not yet. Demon Fire? Ah, he's buffing that. Okay. So he now has, what, 4 cards? And he's playing another one. I think he realizes he's up against a burn deck. You know, the funny thing is he's still actually losing. He's burned a lot of his hand suboptimally. I just pulled an Assassin's Blade. That's kind of cool. King Muckler... I don't know. I still can't kill a Voidwalker with it, though. Muckler would be even worse in that situation because he buffs his Voidwalker up to, what, a 5-7 with Muckler? Ugh. Well, one way or the other, this is pretty terrible. But I think we've got to hang on to Muckler until we can kill that 3-2. Otherwise, it's going to be an absolute monster. So I'm going to take, what, 5 damage? He still has God knows what in his hand. This is a very, very strange game. It's kind of why I like this deck. It's just stupid in every possible respect. Oh, he's draining life on me. And now he's just going to go for me as hard as he can. And I'm probably going to lose at that point. Yep, succubus at the end. I need another vanish. I need another vanish badly. And even that might not save me. Give me a vanish, give me a... No. No! That's not what I needed in any way. Yeah, I'm toast. I am absolute toast. Ah! House of bananas. GG. Oh my. Well, that could have gone better. I was just never able to set up that condition. That crazy condition. But I want to try it again. I want to see if we can make it happen. So odd. I'll do one more game with this, and then I think I'll try the max firepower deck. I'm not sure if that's even practical. It doesn't have a lot of meat at all. That's my concern with it. Like, the ideal condition is I get Antonidas out fairly early and then start to mill fireballs out, but I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see. Well, the game was amusing. All credit to the deck for being funny, I suppose. But it didn't do the job. Oh, another Warlock. Again, this is kind of the ideal matchup. And I'm going first, which... totally unhelpful. Okay, so we scrap everything because we're looking for Muckler as quickly as possible. And we don't get that either. Okay, so we have Sap, so we're delaying. Okay, yep, no turn one. So ideal situation is... what the... even the end turn button's broken. Man, this so-called release version is busted. Okay, he's playing a Murloc deck. I'm not sure why I'm surprised. Probably gonna have to knife that thing. Do I really want to shiv it? I mean, if I shiv it, it's going to... can he play the cold... if he coins into Cold Light Seer and then buffs that, I'm in serious trouble if I go for a shiv. But I'm still looking for that Muckler. Let's hope he doesn't have that card. Double Kidnapper. That's not really going to help me too much. Please don't have coin Cold Light Seer. Please. Please? Well, if he doesn't, I'm in a great spot, because I can just knife that. If he does, I'm in trouble. Well, that's a Murloc deck, if ever I did see one. So we knife the Grimscale. What is he... what is this? Oh, for the love of God! I hate Murloc decks! Alright, so he now has a 5-1. That's awful. Huh. I can sap it. I don't know how... yeah, sapping is probably the best way to deal with this. I can knife it and kill it, but that still leaves 6 damage on the board. And I take 5. Which is not ideal. I think we have to sap it. Because bear in mind that only gains attack when Murlocs are actually summoned. So it's less likely he's going to have a bunch of Murlocs that he can then summon. And even if he does, it's going to take him a turn to make anything happen. And we're getting towards that vanish condition. Okay, it's out again. How many more Murlocs is this? Oh, for the love of... so I just died of Murlocs. There's so many of them. I don't think his deck works that well against Murloc decks. If I had the coin, maybe, and I could coin vanish on turn 5. But I don't. And then, like, that's even if he has enough cards. The problem with Warlocks is, yeah, they might draw fast. Oh, no, no, no! Come on! This is useless. Well, yeah, we're gonna just have to knife the Grimscale. I mean, what choice do we have? Knife the Grimscale, play the Brewmaster, I suppose? Yeah. Just reduce that damage output. It doesn't matter, I think he's just gonna murder me before I can even set up my crazy condition. I doubt he'll run his 3-2 into my... no, he's not gonna do that. He's got 2 2-1s he could use. Or just drain life, I guess that works too. Well, that was most of his mana used, at least. But even if I do vanish on turn 6, and that's assuming I live that long, which I won't, because he has lethal. 5, 7, yeah, he has lethal. Oh, no! He has lethal, damn it! I've lost already. Again! 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, for Christ's sake. Why? Murloc decks. Horrible, horrible Murloc decks everywhere. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna play one more. I'm sorry. I need at least a satisfying game out of this. That was just terrible. I mean, I know that that's gonna happen because it is an awful deck, but that was just horrible. I'm sorry. There's something about defending honor that's got to be put in here somewhere, surely. Ah, a mage. All right. Ooh, got a cold light as well. Like up to this point, I haven't been able to do things like pull my cold lights or pull any of my early game stuff that actually does what I need to do. So we'll keep the 2 backstabs, the shiv. Cool. Cold Light and Youthful Brewmaster, which is cool. And we get to turn 2 Cold Light. Start to fill that hand up. Hopefully with expensive stuff that I can't dump on the board. Please don't play anything on turn 1. Yeah. We have another Cold Light. Time to flood. I need my Muckler now. I really do. I need my Muckler and my Loga Cho, yeah. Geomancer. Alright, well, that just gets backstabbed. So, that's cool. Alright, so coin, cold light, backstab. There's the Oracle. And then backstab on the 2-2. Just means it's less likely if he pulls an Arcane Missiles that he can actually kill. Well, he probably will anyway, statistically. Arcane Missiles plus Fire Blast is statistically likely to kill that 2-2. So it's not entirely impossible that he'll fail it, but we'll see. We have Brewmaster available, but I'll probably just play another Cold Light. There's these Arcane Missiles. Yeah, he got it. Well, he doesn't have another card to play. He's on 6. We can get him up to 8. And then we can start to do the thing. Cold Light Oracle! Have more cards! Now he's... yeah, that gets him up to 9. Well, he's got to be able to play something now, but I do now have Sap. So it's worth bearing that in mind. I also have my Youthful Brewmaster, so my next turn is probably going to be Sap Youthful Brewmaster. I'm just hoping he plays something heavy on the cost, like play something like a Yeti. No, Geomancer. Does he have another Arcane Missiles? Hopefully not. Well, we're already down to 19 cards on turn 4. That's not bad. Come on, don't have anything else. Just Fire Blast me. Just Fire Blast me. You know you want to. Yeah. There you go. Okay. So, do we want to sap? Kinda do. I don't really have many other options. We could kill the Kobold. Takes a bit of effort to do it. We could just go Knives, Shiv. Considering he didn't kill the 2-2, it's likely he can't. So the best play next turn is to go Brewmaster, Cold Light again. So we're going to Shiv. And that gets... ooh, Shadow Step. He's on 8 cards, so we can burn him. We can burn him. Here we go. Let's attack first. That leaves the 2-2, but I'm going to pull him off the board. And then he can trade over that at that point anyway. Okay, attack him. Shadow Step. Okay, so that now costs 1. And we play it again. I wish I had Knives. I really wish I had Knives. And that gets him up to 10, so he's going to get a burn now. Sweet. Well, I got rid of one of his charge characters. That's nice. Could have played that out very easily. Alright, let's... if he... is he going to do a dump? Ooh, mirror images. This is cool. If I leave the mirror images alive, then I can push them back to his hand as minions. So my hope is that at this point he just starts to go for the face. And if I keep his board alive... so I think what I'll do this turn... yeah, just ignore the 2-2. You know you want to. I'm not going to Brewmaster or anything. I promise. Yeah, I'm going to Brewmaster Cold Light, of course, at this point.
My hand is too
Ah, man, I lost the kidnapper. That sucks. Okay, yeah, so this is actually terrible. I'm going to lose more cards, but I don't think I have much of a choice. Do I want to sap? I really want to burn his hand, and I care more about his hand than I do about mine at this point. Oh, I can... No, because I can set up this vanish win condition next turn. So let's not burn any more of mine. Let's sap his Demolisher. Yeah. Sap his Demolisher. We'll hold on to this for later. There we go. So that puts him back up to 10. So what my hope is that he plays his Demolisher again, and maybe plays a smaller minion, and then I vanish next turn and burn everything. It's not everything, he'll lose quite a bit, though. Oh yeah, this is pretty bad for him. Oh, please play another minion. Please play another minion. This will be beautiful. Come on, come on. Another minion. He's on 8 cards right now, so I can't really cold light him, but... It depends which blow up first, 'cause this is the weird thing, because usually you don't see it. Oh yeah, he's ignoring the 3-2. You crazy man. Surely you'll trade the 2... No, he's not. This is lovely. Okay. So he now has 8 cards, and I'm about to throw 5 cards back into his hand. Oh, man. Muckler is available too. This is coming together now. Alright, so with 5 cards on the table, it's best to go for the Vanish. And I would attack first, but it doesn't make any difference. So, here we go. Which cards does it burn, though? I have no idea. Like, this is not something I'm used to. He is going to lose 3 creatures. I just don't know... Actually, 4, because he's going to burn when he draws as well. I just don't know what. I think that just burned his actual creatures, and he kept... I think he kept his mirror images. Like, I don't know if that was an accurate representation, but if it was, that's brilliant. Now I've got Muckler, which is even better, and, yeah, this is getting great. Do I have another sap? No, but I have a kidnapper. Can't make use of it, though. I can cold light him twice? No, not twice. I don't have a Shadow Step. I need a Shadow Step for that. Do I have too many cards? I do, so I'm actually going to lose something too as well, I think. Yeah, I'm on 10, so that's pretty bad, but... I can cold light Brewmaster, if I want to. Or I could just cold light straight up. Let's see what he plays. I mean, he just lost a bunch of stuff. And I'm pretty sure that it was actual minions and not mirror images. I do have another Vanish. If he goes for another hand dump, I can push it right back into his hand again. And hopefully burn something else, but... Well, yeah, he got his mirror images back. That's gotta suck. I mean, they don't cost anything, but still. I don't think I would Vanish this turn, though. Ogre Magi, okay. I can't flood his hand. And I just lost a card myself, so that's not too good. Actually, I can flood his hand. Yeah, I can Muckler Cold Light. Is that the best way? I think it is. Yeah, it's gotta be. Muckler for 2 bananas, and then Cold Light. I burn myself, though. If actually, no, I'll be down to 8. I will lose a card. And then he pulls that. Oh, I get a backstab. That's cool. I don't lose anything else. That's Arcane Missile's gone. So then we kill off his 2-2, I think. Yeah. Or we can just get rid of his taunt. Nah, we'll leave his taunt. Kill off his 2-2 with a backstab. So that empties my hand a little bit. So that's good. And then he burns a Frostbolt. Very nice. I'm down to 10 cards, though. I'm actually burning faster than he is. I can play with my Kidnappers next turn. But he's going to be able to play both of his bananas and still have 6 mana left. So he can empty his hand quite easily here, I think. And I could Cold Light him again. Oh, no, never mind. No Cold Light for me. That's not terrible. That is not terrible. What is he on? 8 cards? Oh, this is cool. So not only do we'll get a double burn from a Vanish here. Got a Shadow Step. That doesn't really help me in any way. I can combo into a Kidnap, but I think Vanish again here is the best play, and we follow it up with Defias. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I'm not sure what that blew up. I think it blew up the Elven Archer. We could Shadow Step and play Defias again. I'd rather... Do I have... I think I've lost all my cold lights, haven't I? Yeah, let's not do that against a mage. He's losing bad cards, though. I wouldn't have burned something crazy. I have Elite Tauren Chieftain as well, so I can put a card in his hand that way. We're gonna have to start comboing these kidnappers together. He's probably gonna play something powerful. Ogre Major, yep. Spells-wise, what would he have? That's all my Vanish is gone, so I can't use that anymore. What would he have? He's used, what, both his Arcane Missiles, I think? I burned one of his Frostbolts. He's used one of his Flame Strikes. Yeah, I think we'll have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to go with a Kidnap here, I think. Ooh, bananas. Yeah, I may have to give up on the possibility of being able to flood his hand. Maybe not. Alright. Can I somehow flood his hand again with that? Do I have enough cards? Okay, I don't have Vanish, which kind of sucks. But if I Cho, then I Shadow Step Defias. That gives him a Shadow Step that takes him up to 7. I then Shiv. That takes him up to 8. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to most likely do a Kidnap, I think, on the 5/5, considering he bananaed that thing. So... Shiv to combo it. Shadow Step to combo it, that works too. Yeah. Both kind of do the similar thing here. So we do that, and then we Kidnap his 5/5. There we go. Can't kill that this turn, as much as I'd love to. So we Defias again. And... Brewmaster the Defias? Oh, Brewmaster the Kidnapper, of course. So we can use it again. There we go. And then just run it, the 2/1 at the 4/4. There we go. Huh. Actually, a surprisingly successful turn. But he is now starting to be able to dump his hand faster than I can flood it, so... If I'd been able to Brewmaster Muckler and hit him again with the bananas, that would have been a lot better, but... I still have Lorewalk's Cho, but I think I'm out of fairly low-cost cards that I can throw at him, so... I don't know if that would have done the job. I could have maybe pushed him up to 9, but... Oh! Well, at least that's high cost. But he's burned another banana, so he's now down to 6 cards, so... It's going to be kind of difficult for me to keep this up. Not impossible, though. We could... Let's see. Well, we're going to have to Cho Kidnap, I think, here. Defias. Yeah, it's going to have to be Cho Kidnap. There we go. And I'm also down to... I should probably bear in mind that I'm down to 10 HP, which is not good. And Defias. He's used both his Flame Strikes now, so it's safe. Okay. Now we can actually burn his hand again, but I need to think about winning. Because I'm down to 10. If he has a Pyroblast, obviously I'm dead immediately, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. If he has anything else like a Fireball, that would be pretty bad too, because Cho would give it back. So, that's not ideal. I do have a decent board, though. If he can't play something, he could end up being in trouble. Man, if only I could use that Sprint. I could give him the Sprint, but there's no way he's going to play it in that scenario. I'm tempted to give him the Sprint. Ogre Magi out, okay. Double Ogre Magi. Do I have a... I burned my other Kidnapper, didn't I? Yeah. The only other possibility is that I'm able to pull... I think I'm out Youthful Brewmasters as well. But, no. That's a 5-cost Brewmaster. I keep thinking the Ancient is 4. It's not. It's a 5-cost creature, so I couldn't do that. Ha! Well... I might be dead. As amusing as this game was, folks, I think I might die. Oh, he gave me a Frostbolt. That was quite kind of him. That will actually be... not useful. Well, kind of useful. Not as useful as I'd hoped. A Sap. Okay. And a Tauren Chieftain. Okay, so we need to clear the board. How are we going to do that? Well, Frostbolt is definitely an inefficient way of doing it, but it is also a card that I wasn't expected to have in the first place. We can trade these two out for this and keep the Kidnapper alive as a 5/3. So we can Shiv Frostbolt. Let's Shiv first and see what we get. Faceless Manip. Not massively useful here. That would have been good if I'd had my Cho out, but I don't. So, Frostbolt. There we go. Trade the 2-2 and the 2-1 into that. That's a trade up. Because one of those was a token. And Elite Tauren Chieftain. That's really risky, because if he gets... Rogues Do It, I'm in serious trouble. What is life if not a venue, a stage for the taking of risks? Let's see if we can pull the comeback. Yeah, if he pulls Rogues Do It, he gets a card, and then he kills the 5-1. Though he burns 6 mana to do that. I wish I could do something with the sprint, but I don't think so. We're probably gonna have... He has run out of AoE for the most part, so I Am Murloc is a real possibility here. Power of the Horde! Alright. Oh, that was a nice little pull for him. I'll have to trade my... Well, I don't have to. I could trade my 5-5 into it and kill it, so... It's not too terrible. What's he on now? 5? And he's got spell power. Okay. I need that dead. Do I have the damage? I do. I actually do have the damage. Kidnapper's toast regardless of what I do here. But I would like this to be on 2 health instead of 1 so he can't Fire Blast it. So I think the right way to go... I mean, we could Faceless Manip this 3-5 Taunt. And then pull the Perdition's Blade. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Faceless Manipulate the 3-5 Taunt. It's golden as well, which is even better. And then we Perdition's Blade this. We throw that... Because we can't fill his hand anymore, so we're now actually going to have to play normally. That's going to go into that, and then we're going to kill that. There we go. And I'm running really low on health, so I'm kind of going to burn charges by hitting him, which is not what you would usually do. But because I'm running low on health, I can't afford to trade health for minions, especially not late game. So I'm going to have to do that. And now it's a kind of normal game after all of that nonsense. But what's the card count at? Oh, bollocks. This is terrible. Alright, I'm actually very close to fatigue. I cannot use sprint under any circumstances here. And I just got fireballed. Ugh. Well. I might even lose anyway. Okay, Ancient Brewmaster. We could do Ancient Brewmaster Elite Tauren again, but... I need to kill this 4-7. Like, it's got to die. I could sap it. It's an expensive creature. He'd have to play it again. I think we have to, don't we? Okay. Sap. Then I Am Murloc. Do I want to pull the... Yeah, I'm going to pull the Chieftain back. So I'm going to hit him. Hit him. I Am Murloc. I should have actually done this first, because if that had filled the board, I wouldn't have been able to play this. Thankfully, that didn't happen. And I've got Assassin's Blade, so this is it. Can he deal 3 damage to me directly? Because if he can't, I can beat him. If he's... I'm sure he's used both his Frostbolts. He's used 1 Fireball. If he has another Fireball, I'm dead. If he has a Pyro, I'm dead. If he even if he has another Arcane Missiles, it is entirely possible that I die, depending on his luck. I might have him. I might have him. Will this be heroic in the way that I hope? Come on. Let's not play sprint, because I'll instantly die from fatigue. Man, I don't believe I burned my deck harder than I burned his. That's shocking. I don't think he can win. I don't think he can win. Unless he has a taunt. If he has a big taunt, he can win. Come on. Come on, don't have a big taunt. For the love of God! It's the biggest taunt! Okay. Can I Oh, he's... Oh, he's drawing. He's drawing. Man. If I could force more draw, that would be amazing, but I can't. Okay. Ooh. A taunt of my own. It doesn't help against the Fire Blast, though. Okay. Can I kill him? I can't go down to 1. Like, even attacking this with Assassin's Blade would be suicide, because he Fire Blasts me and kills me. Okay, let's do the maths. So, I need to do 11 damage to him. I need to not take any damage myself. So, can I kill this? Yes, I can run 2... Well, I can just hit with it with both of those, and then attack him directly. But I do sink a lot of damage in doing so. Elite Tauren Chieftain. This is a real risk, because if I play Elite Tauren Chieftain, I could die if I give him Rogues Do It. It's a 1 in 3 that he kills me at that point. It's too risky. I think I've got a Faceless Manipulator myself, another Taunt. Probably his. Go Knives right to the face. I don't have lethal, do I? No. I mean, I can't get rid of that 1/7. The only way I can get rid of that 1/7 and still have lethal... I still wouldn't have lethal, even in that situation. Okay. Take his 1/7. Don't give him that. Do I want to trade my 1/1s into it? It will be slightly more efficient damage-wise. No, I don't want to trade them in. Like, if he can't AoE those, that's also Arcane Missile protection, so I need those. And Knives. Okay, I have lethal next turn unless he pulls something that does damage. What's he got? What's he got? Come on. He can't have anything else, surely. Archmage? What? No, 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 no. No! No! You didn't deserve that! You did not deserve that top deck! Son of a... Oh! Every game a loss. Oh, that was hard to face. That was so good. Oh, he top decked a Fireball. Oh. Well, such is the way of things. I'll see you next time.